This is my first video. At least I hope this time I got it right. But been thinking a lot. I quit my job about 7 weeks ago. I just been staying at home, playing video games, feeling depressed. So I've just been thinking a lot. Uh, I don't even know where to begin. I just feel like I'm being called to speak my mind and communicate what I see. So here I am. Once again, I don't even know where to begin. A little nervous. Whatever. I just got a lot on my mind. One thing that really has me thinking all the time is work. Like, Earth is, people are enslaved, you know? And they don't even know it. I've been seeing these videos on YouTube, and it's like all the big pattern, all the videos I've seen, they just kind of like little bits and pieces of a puzzle. And one of them said this place is just sophisticated slavery. And when you look at it, it is. It really is. You know, you got people going to work for what? You know, a lot of people, they don't even chase their dreams. And it wasn't until 2021, I must have been, I don't know, 25, I think, was when I realized like a lot of people gave up on their dreams, you know, and I'm kind of naive. And just a couple months ago, I didn't realize like people would hate you. You know, they'll smile in your face and they hate you. You know, you're just being yourself, and they just hate you. So, yeah. How old am I now? 29. So, I guess when I was 28. So, I guess I picked up, or I guess I'm a little slow. Yeah. A lot of people have given up, and misery loves company, and they want you to suffer as well. They want to inflict pain on you too. Just because, I don't know, just because they don't. It really is just a big form of slavery, sophisticated form of slavery. And the deeper you look into it, I feel the more sicker it becomes. Yeah. But I guess honestly, I guess people just need to wake up, right? I guess we all need to wake up. to understand that money is, unfortunately, right, that's just the way the world runs. It's just the way the world runs, and I don't know. I don't like that. I just don't like that. Yeah, people just going to work, and I guess that's just the way the world is. You know, it's just that's just the way we're raised. Uh, you're just told to. You're born, you go to school, they push you into this school system, and they already kill your dreams. You know, they kill your imagination in kindergarten, right? Or like they already take that away from you, and your elders, like your parents, like like you wonder, like shouldn't they have known these things too, or like shouldn't they have thought about these things that we think about, or that I'm thinking about right now, like as a parent. And then you look back, I don't know, you look at it and you're like, no, like, I guess they understood the game. They understood. Either they didn't, or they just, they didn't know. They, they don't know what's really going on. They haven't thought about it. And what kind of would, that kind of, I guess it doesn't scare me, but it's like, how come they're they are your parents, they're older than you, and they should know better than you. I mean, I never had parents. To be honest, my upbringing was strange. I was raised with legal guardians, and my mom was sick, but she was there with us. Yeah. I've just been thinking a lot, and I think people should just, I don't know, I guess I need to speak my mind so that people who need to hear this, they see it. And I've been seeing a lot of other people who quit their job too and been talking about the same thing. So I'm here I'm here chipping in. Yeah, you go to work, make money to pay for your own, like a vehicle. You pay for gas. That costs money to get to work, and you work for at least 6 to 8 hours a day. No matter what, like 5 to 8, 12 hours a day. Man, that's still like the majority of your day is work. At minimum you get 2 days off a week. Man, some people, my old workplace, they would be sliding in like working 10 days in a row. And hoping that you don't bring it up, hoping that you don't bring these things up, that you would work 10 days in a row, and they kind of bank on they bank on your silence. You know, they think you'll do it anyways. They'll push it to like 6 days in a row, 7 days in a row, and I'm thinking to myself, well, the higher ups, the corporate and all that, they get their weekends off. They work 5 days in a row. How come? How come we, the little ones? I've worked at a fast food place. we get, how come some of us work 10 days in a row, right? And ain't that wild? Ain't that wild? And who made the schedule, right? Like, I've never been in those positions. I surprisingly, I had never been in leadership positions. Um, I guess at the time I kind of wanted them positions, but after being in positions all my life where I was never really in a leadership position, I was one time when I was younger, and yeah, I guess I was a little cocky, so I got humbled real quick, learned my lesson, and that really changed my life on leadership and all that. And I never really got leadership positions anywhere after that. I was in the army, never got past E4. Even when my time did come, just strangely, the universe or things just didn't want me to. Oh yeah. And now when I look back at it, I'm like, yeah, thank God I know God. To be honest, yeah, thank you. Like, I appreciate not getting those positions because there's some there's quite a bit of responsibility, um, which I feel like I would have done the best that I can for others and for the ones below me. And I realize a lot of people get these positions and they really ain't. They really ain't there. It's a status thing. They just like the status and the power that comes with it. It looks good on them. They like that. They like that rank. It makes them feel like they got power. And they don't really do a really good job at it. If anything, they just want to do nothing and let the others work. Yeah. Yeah. So these are just patterns. Not like that happened at my fast food place, but I just I was in the army before, and I just noticed things, especially when I got out of the military. Just the process of coming back to yourself. Like, you don't think it's like a big deal. I was in for 8 years. You think it's like really easy and simple to just come out the military and just carry on with life. Um, like nothing ever happened, but you know, it. There's a lot of rules. There's a big system. You have to. There's a lot of rank. You can't really question. You can question, but it's just the army just keeps rolling on, right? Yeah, so I've been. I guess I've just been healing. I guess. Um, and yeah, I guess you get your soul back. Get over time, you get bits and pieces of yourself back, and yeah, here I am. Quit my job 7 weeks ago. Feels like I'm talking to myself right now. Not really. I don't know. First video, so kind of just nervous and never really done this before. So yeah, I just gotta speak my mind. I know I probably don't really have a structure, or if what I'm saying makes sense. I'm just going off of the top of my head. And this will be the first video of many because I've been stuck in this house. I can't drive these vehicles that I already paid for one of them. I'm in Germany. I have an American vehicle, and it's just funny how I guess that's just the way the system is, that's how they get you. You gotta have a job on base to drive these vehicles off base and all that. I mean, yeah, just to use them. And one of them jobs, like someone like me, I don't know, I don't really have much school, I dropped out of high school and then I came to the US and did the whole GED thing. I tried college for a bit and it wasn't for me. It was even the easy class too, and I really just straight up, I just couldn't really care. That's one of the first things I noticed about myself. I was like, man, maybe I'm just not made for college. And then that's when I really started looking at things, and I was like, wow, like all these people, everyone goes to college, and like they all get into debt, and it's like, wow, yeah, you get into debt, like big debt, deep debt, and you have to work it off till retirement and die. Like, it's a big system, and yeah, I really don't want to play no part in it. No, like I feel like the world, Mother Gaia, she provides for her children, which is us, right, humanity. And here we are, making a game out of it, and not necessarily us, but the ones who keep us like this, I believe karma is going for them, is coming for them, and you just can't run from it. Yeah, I'm so tired of seeing people go to work. You look at your neighbors, they all go to work, they got children, you send your kids off to school, you don't even spend time with your kids, someone else teaches your kids these things, they bring you into the system. It's just the same thing, it just repeats. Your kids are just the same as you. You give up on your dreams young, your kids give up on your dreams young. You 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 push them into a corner and you break them into slaves pretty much. And I think that's wrong. I think that's really wrong. I think that's very, very wrong. So here I am speaking my mind. I guess it gets a little easier as I keep talking about these things. Yeah. And one of these vehicles that I have is paid off, right? And then now that I'm in Germany, I can't drive that vehicle in Germany because it's American spec. So I gotta go pay more money. I gotta pay around 2,000 euro to convert it just to change the lights, the tail lights, something like that. I guess maybe there's something more to it. I guess they gotta pull out the engine, switch it out. I don't know, something. But from what I know, from what I've heard, all they do is just change the color of your tail lights, and 2,000 euro, like that's wild. But you have to go to these official places. I guess you got to do paperwork and stuff like that, right? It's funny how this world runs on paperwork and officials and stamps and seals and signatures and all that. Like you can't go change your taillights, and yeah, probably because of risk, right? You might install the wrong color taillights and cause a fatality. It's just, yeah, sure. Um, but yeah, I can't even drive my truck. Then I got another vehicle that I'm paying off. Um, and I can't even go on base anymore, So I just have this vehicle. I just have these vehicles chilling outside. Vehicles that I can't drive now. Like they work perfectly fine, but I guess I need adults to I gotta the more I think about it, it's just yeah, I gotta do this, gotta do that, and it's all just part of some dumb game, whatever. So what if you didn't have to do these things? Like what if you could just jump in your car and just drive around, and you don't really need insurance and license plates and all that. It's like you try to get these license plates, but you need other things too. Like the truck needs to be converted. It can't be American spec. It's like wow, but I've been driving here in Germany anyways for the past 5 years because I'm attached to base or attached to an American base, and suddenly, and I quit my job. Like I quit my job, and I just didn't even show up to do all the paperwork to leave the base and all that. I just stopped. I just didn't care. I just stayed home, and I guess it's okay. Everything works out the way it does. And yeah, but it just made me question these things about these vehicles, and I'm like, wow, it's just so like it's just so mind blowing. You start thinking about these things. It's just so I want to say infuriating. It is, could be, but then you realize think about all these other people who are going to work every day on base, and it ain't even like a dream. Like a lot of those jobs ain't your dream jobs. Then I realized, I just learned, yeah, they got you in chains. They got us in chains. They got you bound. Like I don't even own that vehicle out there. I do, but what can I do with it? What can I do with it? I gotta take it. I gotta put a leash. I gotta put a collar around my vehicle and hand it over to DMV. German DMVs, or I don't know, whatever the fuck it is. Paperwork, license plate. You get a license plate. Boom, you get a. That's a leash, right? Speed traps. They got speed cameras, and then you going like five. I don't know, maybe 7 kilometers over the speed limit. Sometimes they put these speed traps in purposeful places to where they know you're gonna speed because of common sense. Just to it'll be like 100, then suddenly it will switch to 60, and then they'll put a speed trap right there, and then put it back to 100. Not even within I don't know 30 meters. For no reason, and boom, they got you. They got your license plate. Now you gotta pay up. Oh, but then you can fight it, right? But doesn't that take time? You can fight it. Now you gotta do all this. All you're trying to do is just drive. All you're trying to do is get somewhere. Yeah, and the other day I was watching an ad. I think it was like Top Gear or something, and had a speed trap, and it was funny because the first dude was high, driving a stolen car. You know, license plate wasn't registered or something, but he was driving the speed limit. Now we got a ticket. Then the next one was Osama bin Laden driving the speed limit. Camera didn't go off. And then the next one was a old lady. She was going, same thing like I said, like 10 kilometers over the speed limit, and she gets a ticket, and she's got to pay up. So I just it's just dumb, ain't it? Yeah. So I'm just kind of sitting here at home. My mind, I just think a lot. And I've been feeling this pressure to speak my mind. And I don't know if I got my point across in this first video. I think this will help me. I've been kind of just real lazy. I've been drinking, which I'm trying to stop drinking. I get stupid when I drink. Even though I like it, but yeah. So I'm just kind of home. I'm at home. I have a wife. She goes to work. And, I guess that probably looks bad because I quit my job and the woman is working. I don't know, like, what do you want me to do? I don't want to go, I don't want to go do something I don't want to do. How many people are out there doing something that they don't want to do, but they think because everyone else is doing it that they should be doing it too? The way that these rich and the elite, they prey on the weak like us. Especially the ones who don't question, because they don't want you to question. They just want you to shut up. Shut up and take it. While they get to fly around in the private jets and live on their islands, and they get their weekends and they get to go all over the world and go eat with their family at restaurants where other people are working on the weekends to provide for their family because of money, a world that they made to keep them at the top. Yeah. Quick video. Hopefully it reaches those who need to hear it and see it. I'm gonna obviously talk more, make more videos because I don't know what else to really do. So I guess I'll just speak my mind out. This is the first step of me. And I guess when I think about it, it's kind of easy to just talk about it. It's really easy to. Not easy, but, I make music. And lately I've just been gaming, video gaming. No motivation to do anything. I feel bad for playing video games and not doing anything, like having these thoughts in my head and not talking about it, just kind of sitting there being lazy, being scruffy. I want to make music. I feel like I need to be making music, but my computer just crashed. second time now, and I'm in a. I just I can fix it up, but it just there's just so much going on in my head. I feel like I just don't have time, or I just don't want to deal with it at the moment. Like trying to do this, do that. So I know it probably sounds like an excuse, but I don't feel like it. I feel like if I do try to push myself to do it, I'm just gonna get stressed out even more. So I'm just gonna give it some time, and I'm gonna just calm down. And when I feel inspired to do so, then I'm gonna go do it. I'm gonna go work on the computer and fix her up. And yeah, so here I am making my first YouTube video to talk to get my message across. I don't know what my message was. I know there's a message, but like it's just my mind. Get my voice out there. Hopefully, it reaches those who probably were just like me and probably read this and watch this and like yeah. Hopefully, it helps you out like to understand. Maybe make you understand that yeah, you ain't the only one. I mean yeah, we ain't. It's just very obvious that this world, you look at your neighbors, they're all doing the same thing you're doing. You got car payments, you got bills, this and that, but that's all just bullshit. It's all made up. That's the truth. And yeah, it's. I guess I'll talk more about that whenever it comes to it. But yeah, here I am. My name is Zach. Yeah, nice to meet you all. Hopefully, this reaches those who need to hear it. All right. Cheers, cheers, guys, and have a good one. See you guys later.